You already know what it is, man. Ooh, fuck. Oh, dude, my fucking phone just hit my nuts. Oh, that was a perfect way to start this off. Not really. Oh, this shit hurt. Oh, just the lightest tap hurts like a bitch. With that being said, y'all already know what it is. We're back here to serve some more game on the ground for them hungry hounds who just got the pound and are ready for the next round. So, make sure y'all grab your snacks, y'all drinks, y'all weed, whatever the fuck the case may be, because we finna jump right into this episode. Oh, fuck. Uh, with that being said, y'all can see the title of this episode, this live, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna be checking out FITX Fearless, Andrew Tate. And then we're gonna be looking at Myron Gaines talking about the charges that they're trying to bring against the Tates in the UK now. Just give the man a fucking break, bro. Just give the man a break. Y'all stay doing this bullshit. Like, come on now. You can't make it up. But we're gonna get to it. For now, let's go ahead and bring this up. Oh shit, bro. Come on now. What the fuck? Okay, that was weird. We back. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into it, man. We got FitX Fearless first. It say he's 5'7", 210 pounds, lives with his parents, and makes $0, but still wants nines and tens. You can't.
And I feel like my dating life is decent, but it ain't like at the peak it could be. You know what I'm saying?
What's going on with your finances?
I'm a student right now, so I had to leave my job to focus full time on that.
Okay. How much? So you're making $0 a month?
I'm living with my folks as of right now because I'm focusing on my attention on
Become a pilot. Become a pilot.
Say in like a year.
Okay.
First year.
We're going to be the pilot.
First year in the.
He said, "Just joining has got to be bad." People think I'm mad at him again. And people are just gonna stay thinking whatever the fuck it is that they think. At the end of the day, there's nothing you can do about that.
Regional airlines, you make about $130 and then a $20,000 sign-on bonus.
Okay. How much were you making at your job?
At my old job, I was running a factory, so I was making about $60K a year.
Did you have any money saved?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Gotcha. So, with no income for about a year, how are you going to be able to afford to go on dates?
Expenses. Plus my expenses. Thing about having a roof over my head for my folks saving me a lot of money right now.
Okay. So let's say you started taking on dates. Where would you take the girls?
I'm in Jersey, so there's a lot of good places to eat around here. I'm Hispanic. My type's Hispanic, so I usually just go to eat like some sort of Latin food. I go to a bunch of cities near me.
I'm talking about six. How you gonna
say? What do you mean? What you mean? He literally just asked you the question, talking about what you mean.
sleep with the man?
I mean, I could book a hotel. I could go to their place. It don't matter. I just can't host here.
Okay, obviously. So how much money do you if you don't mind telling me, how much do you? Because I'm trying to see how you're gonna date and actually, with no job in the near future,
do you
like
have
a
at
year.
least
It's a long time. Do you have at least 50K in
50K in
savings?
savings?
No, I got like 25.
Okay. Now, if you're trying to date with only $25,000 in savings and a year, you can, as long as you're not fucking splurging.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
So we can work with it. You got a plan on how you're going to make money next year.
You got
$25,000 saved.
You got
Living with your parents.
$25,000 saved. Living with your parents. We can work with
We can work around it. So okay.
We can work around
in terms
it.
of
So
your
okay.
looks,
In terms of your looks,
let me see what you look like.
what you look like.
Let me see the
Let me
physique.
see your physique.
So I'm gonna tell you, I used to be 320. I'm still not at my goal weight, so still got work in progress to do.
Okay, let's see the physique. Wait, don't just keep the pants on, please.
Yeah, I got pants on. Here, my knees. Sorry about that.
Okay, no worries.
I know. I got work to do, man.
Might have to take that back, buddy.
It might take You might burn through that 25K faster.
That's
That 25.
Hell no. You said I have to take that back. You gonna burn through that shit.
I gave me that last year alone, buddy. All right, so are you going to the gym?
Yeah, I go 3 times a week, and I've been doing BJJ as of late. But right now, my current weight is 210 from 320. My goal is 70.
You're 310.
No, before I used to be, now 210. No,
Okay,
before I
210.
used to be, now I'm 210.
Good job losing the weight. How tall are you?
Good job losing the weight. How tall are you?
Oh God.
5'7".
5'7", 210 pounds. Trying to date in New Jersey, living with your mom. No job currently. Start. What are you typing?
Oh, nothing. It's just the sum that my stand is making.
Okay. All right. Hey, I'm gonna use some harsh reality. All right, we got it. The options that you're gonna have with that current weight are not gonna be in abundance. You can figure it out. It's gonna be tough because in order for you to be living with your parents, only have $25,000 saved and no income is if you were like a child. And like girls would be willing to come over to your crib. You're gonna have to spend quite a bit of money on dates. Like you're gonna have to probably go on 2 or 3 dates to get laid. And then you're gonna have to spend money on the hotel.
The thing is that I get laid. It's just that I can't find a serious girl. Because I'm a good dancer. Going to the club. That's how I've been going to the club. That's how I be picking them up most of the time.
He said he a good dancer. What? Yo, hold on now.
I'll be honest with you. I get matches, but my texting game is dry and it sucks.
It's not the text. The texting is not the problem. It's your appearance. They don't find you. Guys who are hot can say anything. They can tell a girl come over. She'll come over. Like when it comes to like social media and stuff like that, texting it's something, a skill you should have, but it's not the most important skill. My worry is where you're currently at, and no income coming in is what scares me, because I don't know how. You can do it, but you have to be seriously dedicated.
Understood.
Right. I don't know if I do BJJ. I will increase the workouts to 4 days a week. Right. Primarily weight training, strength training. You can lose another 40, 50 pounds in 6 months.
So I should aim for like 160?
165, 170 will be a great way for you.
Yeah, that's what I was aiming for. Because I want to be more agile. I want to be more faster BJJ.
Yeah, you got to be lean and aesthetic. Your hair doesn't.
Hey, I will say this though. It's not like he's just sitting around at his mom's house and not doing shit. You know, he has a plan. He's just got to stick to it. Most people that would come on there talking about they sitting there at their mom's house, they're not doing shit. They're not in school. They're not working a job. They fat as hell. At least he's got a plan. He just needs to stick to it.
Doesn't look bad. Do you have any guidance? What is your plan to get through this?
So I'm blessed because I come from money. So like I said, my parents are covering me. Even when it comes to some other expenses, they're covering me as well. So as of right now, I'm dedicating more because I finally broke out of a plateau. I was 210 for like 3 months, and now I started seeing progress. I'm like 207, 206, slowly. So that's not going to stop anytime soon.
Okay.
So I'm still working on my physique. I don't want to stop till I get a 6-pack.
Gotcha. So are you somebody that's willing to, like, what exactly do you want from women? What kind of dating life do you actually want?
I'm very traditional. I want, a wife and kids, just to settle down. I feel like I've had my fun, and it's not time for that anymore.
Okay, so if you had your fun, do you think that it's going to require more work or less work up front to find a good woman when you're 5'7", 210 pounds?
Definitely more.
More, right? So it's going to take you quite a bit of time, and you shouldn't just be settling for any girl that gives you attention.
Of course not.
But you also have to have enough attention to where you can pick and choose from the girls you actually like. Because you would want a girl you're at least attracted to, right?
Yeah, I mean, right now I pull like 7s and 8s, but I'm trying to go for the 9s and 10s, which I know once I get the physique, it'll be possible.
Okay,
dancing ain't gonna be enough.
9s and 10s.
Talking not enough.
You guys are 7s and 8s. I think that's y'all 7s and 8s. What I consider 7s and 8s. I don't think most men are getting 7s and 8s as it is. I think that's bullshit. But okay, if they're 7s and 8s to you, that's fair. All right, that's a high 7s and 8s. Woo. You're talking about beautiful girls who are just not incredibly beautiful. So I don't know. But you're going to have to put in a little bit of work. Are you open to guidance? Like, do you want some help with this? Or you just think, are you just going to figure it out on your own? Like, what's your plan?
I mean, my plan was to use this advice that you're giving me right now and just put 110% into it. Because I'm the type of person where once I set my mind to something, that's it. Like, I'm just going for it.
You do realize that I can't give you as much advice as I can because we are on a live stream.
I understand.
I gotta get to people. So what I would suggest to you, Ryan, is you seem like a guy that's willing to work hard. That's why I'm asking you all these questions. I want to see if you're a coachable kind of person. Listen, I would urge you, all right, because of your specific situation, click the link in the chat. I'm gonna post a link for you in the chat. Click it, book a free call, and let me see if I can help. Let me see if I can help you come up with some strategies that'll help you be on that path to get the kind of woman that you want without wasting a bunch of money. Just do it correctly. Do it the right way. Okay?
All right, sounds good.
The link is in the YouTube chat. Okay?
Hey, he got a chance. I ain't gonna lie. He got a chance. He got a chance to make it. He just gotta stick to his plan and not bullshit. You know, and another thing he could do on the side too that I just thought of, if he was really, you know, if he really wanted some extra spending money on days to do some DoorDash or Uber or whatever, you know, a little side job pulling maybe $100 a week or whatever, and you could use that towards whatever you know, dates or whatever. Obviously, you probably have to spend more than $100 on a date, but it's money that could go towards it, you know. That way he's not just pulling all of it straight from his savings. But nah, that dude has a chance, bro. He got a chance. He got to stick to it. Alright, so that wasn't as, you know, crazy as I thought it was going to be, but hopefully homeboy stays on his the plan that he has. Next, we're going to be looking at your boy, Andrew Tate. His title is, I don't know why it scrolled down like that. Andrew Tate exclusive, opening up on biggest life regrets and sets the record straight on allegations. I'm not sure. I think I might have seen some of this before. It looks familiar. Maybe I've seen a couple of clips from it. But we're going to turn the playback speed up. Just like that. Well, let's get into it.
I need to give you a break. I'm black. Oh, I know. Oh, you took one. Okay, it was actually a headbutt. But he learned his lesson. I think you can see in the video bleeding somewhere on the floor. I can't think of the biggest defeat I've taken. Perhaps, and I'm trying to self-analyze in real time like I always do, perhaps when you love the war, it's not about the ending. Perhaps when you love fighting, it's not about winning or losing. People who are going to be obsessed with a defeat or concerned for defeat are people who are concerned with the win and the loss. I just want to fight. This is why I was good at fighting. I didn't think I really need to win this fight because it's good for my career and this guy's dangerous. I'm scared of getting knocked out. I just want to fight people. So I didn't really care. I mean, obviously, if I'm going to fight, I'm going to try and win. That's how you fight. I don't think of any large defeats I've had because I enjoy the battle. I enjoy the battle against the Matrix now. I mean, let's be honest. I'd say they've done a pretty good job. I mean, to say I've won somehow, well, what have I won? My prosecutor still got his cushy job. The judges are still in their chairs. I lost 3 years of my life. What have I won? Your freedom?
I got it back. It's kind of amazing how the mind works. They did this during COVID, right? It's kind of amazing how the mind works. Well, they'll take something from you and then they'll give it back to you and you feel like you won. Like in COVID, they take away 100% of your rights.
Yeah.
And then they give 98% of them back. And you're like, yes! And you're like...
As long as you take a couple of injections.
Well, that's right. But you actually have less rights than you did before. You just had a temporary, gap.
Yeah.
So, okay, now I can travel. Well, I couldn't travel for 3 years. So what have I won? I mean, I won a moral victory, I guess you could say, because I did the right thing. But perhaps I just enjoy fighting. And if I just enjoy fighting, then it's not about winning or losing. I like knowing
that I'm annoying to the homosexual cocaine addicts who are desperate.
It took you 3 minutes to get that one in.
It was only yesterday. I mean, if you look at NATO's foreign policy, it makes a lot more sense when you understand they're all high on cocaine. But to know I'm annoying to these people is why I'm doing it. The win, the loss, the defeat, that really doesn't enter my mind. I'm just here to fight. I'm here because I believe that it must be done. So I do it. So I can't answer your question. I don't know. Because I'm so busy fighting, I don't feel the losses. Or the wins, by the way. I don't feel the wins. I don't get in a Bugatti and then get in a Pagani and then get in a Jesco and then go to my $30 million house and go, yes, I've won. I don't give a fuck. Rob, I don't care. I get out of my Pagani and I walk stressed into my huge mansion and I yell at my staff to fetch me things and I sit down on my laptop mad saying, homosexual cocaine addicts, and I just continue to fight everybody. I don't win or lose. I'm just caught in the battle. I don't know. So I can't answer your question, sir.
What about losing your dad?
But that's a natural part of life. And I think it's an unavoidable, I know it's an unavoidable part of life. And it's the best of the two possible options, because the only alternative to me losing him is for him to lose me. And in the natural order of the universe, a son should lose his father. A father shouldn't lose his son. So if you think about it, it actually worked out exactly how it was supposed to work out. And I guess you have to be pretty glad for that. Of course, I miss him, but there's nothing I could have done to keep him. You learn the lessons of appreciating people while they're alive.
That's 100% facts, bro. The natural order of things that the old has to leave so the new can come in. Man, that's a fact, bro. There's nothing you can do to avoid that. There's nothing you can do to change it. That's how nature makes room for the future. And it sounds brutal, but it's the fact. It's a fact. That's just how it is. Just like one day, whoever watching this, there's going to be time for you to go so the new ones can come in. One day it's going to be time for me to go so the new ones can come in. That's just how it goes.
Of course. You feel a sense of responsibility and maturity that you didn't feel, or I didn't feel when he was alive, because now I'm the oldest male of the clan.
How does that make you feel?
Well,
you fucking love it. Come on.
I mean, I think something inside of you changes when you lose your father. I think there's something that changes inside of you.
So you told me this when we first met, and it triggered me a bit. I didn't say anything to you, but I still have my dad. And I think I tick a few boxes of being a male.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
But I mean, we nearly lost him a couple of weeks ago, and I had to go to that place in my mind where it's like, maybe he's gone. And I thought of you, and I thought, I now know what you meant.
Yeah, you sense your own mortality in a way, and it's very strange. Something strange happens. I changed a lot when my dad died. It's very weird.
How?
I would like to say I became more serious, but I don't think it's that. I think you just finally graduate from student to teacher. And I guess that's the easiest way to say it. Even if you're a very good student, even if you know more than your teacher, even if you're, the best student there could ever be, even if you're teacher's pet, even if you're an advanced PhD genius who has come up with a thesis that your professor couldn't come up with.
But you're still going to hold them in a regard,
But when the role officially changes, then you change.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my father and my coach are the only two men on the planet who can tell me what to do. I clearly don't listen to anyone else, or I wouldn't keep going to jail, would I? So,
you don't listen to your PR company.
No, I don't listen to my PR
Your lawyers.
Oh, I don't listen to them either. I wouldn't be on this podcast, sir. I don't listen to anybody. So, I mean, I'm lucky I have a coach also, but if it wasn't for my coach, then the only person on the planet who I obey absolutely is gone. And that's a form of liberation. It's also, he was probably one of the only people I went to for advice in some way.
You mean God or your coach?
I'm talking about my dad. If I didn't have my coach, when I lost my dad, I would have lost the only person.
Yeah.
And he's the only person I went to for advice. I don't really go to other people for advice. I'll go and talk to people about things, but I'm not looking for explicit advice like I was from him.
Yeah.
So, it's a very unique experience, but I think it's part of being a man. It's part of being an adult, right? And it's exactly how it's supposed to be. And something inside of you changes. And I'll be very interested for our next podcast. I mean, heaven forbid, I'm gonna pray for your father, of course.
Thank you.
If that ever happens, inevitably, for you to give your insight on it.
Yeah.
I don't believe that God will ever put you in a position where you get to tell the entire world how masculinity and how a rigid mental model and how an iron mind works without ever being tested. Let's analyze it. How do you end up in a position where you get to go through life saying, this is mental fortitude, this is how you should think, this is how you be resilient, and nothing ever happened to you. And you just go around talking about resilience, drive around for hours.
Dude, that is a fact, bro. That is a fact. So many people out there be trying to be the teacher when they've never even been a student. So many people want to be the teacher, but they have never been the student. And they just sit there and look retarded. And when you ask them all these different questions, like, you know, it's what, like, shut up. The easiest way to tell if somebody's being fraudulent about something that they're talking about is to ask them questions about it. Ask them questions. They start stuttering and mumbling and changing up what they was going to say, or stop mid-sentence to change what they were going to say. They lying. They coming up with ways to sound cool and sound good. No.
And have a nice, easy life. It just doesn't seem something that would happen. So, of course, you have to go through bad things to understand that mentality, but bad things are always going to happen to people who have that mentality, I'd like to think, because God is going to test it and make sure you're genuine about it. Which is why Jordan Peterson's fallen off.
Why?
Well, because he was the man at one point. He was really looked up to and respected. And then he got into some difficulties and became a drug addict. It's very hard to tell people how to think. And I'm not trying to insult the guy at all. People think me and him have beef. I don't have beef with Jordan. We disagree on many key things. But it's very difficult to talk about mental fortitude and teach people how to think, which is primarily his job, I guess, as a psychologist, psychotherapist. I don't know what he is. All the same garbage to me. But to sit and tell people how to think and how they should look at the world, what mental model they should adopt, and then become a drug addict because you get stressed about your wife having cancer, she didn't even die. It's just hypocritical. And then your brand collapses. So he put himself in a position as a master of mental models, and God said, okay, let's test you. And he failed. And then I was in a position of master of mental models, and God tested me, and I passed. So I don't lie to God because I promise God that the things I say I mean. And I really don't think I've even been through anything that difficult. I think the things that have happened, yeah, I went to jail. Yeah, I was locked in my house for 3 years. Yeah, they took my money. Yeah, they stopped my mom seeing my mom when she had a heart attack. Yeah, I didn't see my kids for years. Yeah, they tried to destroy my reputation. Yes, they insult me in the media, blah, 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 blah. But I'm of the frame of mind where I don't feel self-pity at all. That's not how I operate. So I don't even think it was that hard. Truthfully. I mean, it could be worse. Could have cancer.
Could lose one of your children.
Could get in a car crash.
Yeah.
It could be so much worse. So people come up to me and they go, man, what they did to you is it's a shame. It's so sad. I'm like, well, yeah, a bit, but I'm unfazed. I mean, that's why they hate me so.
They say, yeah, I bet. Look, it gets to a point to where you get used to the bad things happening to you to the point where it doesn't even faze you anymore. And some people, they've had nothing but bad things happen to them, so they just don't give a fuck. As long as they continue working and doing what they're supposed to do, they're not going to care. That's a fact. Because they're just like, oh, what's next? Oh, this happened? Okay, what's next? And just continue on with their business. That's how it got to be. When you have bad things happen to you, whether they're minor or major, just carry on with your business. What's next? Okay. You know?
So much. But I promised God I am the man I said I was. So I got a chance to prove I am the man I said I was. And heaven forbid something worse happens to me. I hope it doesn't, but if it does, or when it does, then I'll be exactly the same. That's what we have to do.
Do you ever ask God for forgiveness?
I think that it's better to say thank you to God for the things you have. I try not to ask for anything. If you ask for things, to me it feels ungrateful. Even asking for forgiveness, he doesn't have to forgive you. Why do you ask for forgiveness from anybody? It's for you. It's not for them. So it's kind of interesting if you think about it. If you go up to a person, let's remove the God element and let's keep it here in the mortal realm. If you go to a person and say, please forgive me, you're not trying to make them feel better. You're trying to make yourself feel better. So asking for forgiveness is selfish. Asking for things in general is selfish. I think if you truly respect someone or something, you should just be saying thank you for what they've given you or what you have. So that's what I try and do. And the reason I try and do that is because I am in a unique position financially and reputationally. Globally, I'm in a very unique position. And 99% of the time people message my phone, they're asking for something. And I don't think people realize how annoying that is. It's actually very annoying, you know?
Yeah, because it puts you in an awkward position where you have to then calculate how you respond.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
one. And what have they given you?
Exactly. So, and then you're the bad guy if you don't give it to them. Of course, you're the worst man in the world.
If you don't reply, you're the bad guy.
That's right.
You're gaslighting them.
That's right. If you don't reply, you're bad. If you don't give it to them, you're bad. If you give it to them once and not a second time, you're bad. And it's not even just money. We can talk about anything. We talk about time.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing. Maybe about 45 people a day. A day. Imagine this. 45 people every single day message me. Have you got a quick 10 minutes? If I had a quick 10 minutes for 45 people a day, I wouldn't have, my day's over. I don't have a quick 10 minutes. No, I cannot take a quick 5-minute phone call. No, we cannot have a quick meeting. No.
Which it never is, by the way.
Of course. And when you say no, they're like, it's only 5 minutes. They're so offended. Not that everyone's trying to get that out of me.
Yeah.
And the answer is no.
He said they're so offended. Oh, man. Y'all ever had the Jehovah's Witnesses or the fucking Mormons come up to your door? You have 5 minutes so I can tell you about Jesus Christ. And you're like, no. They're like, it's only 5 minutes. I'm like, no. I already know. You don't need to tell me. And they get mad. And then they leave. Oh, it's facts, bro. He said they get offended.
Why don't you just put them all in a ring and do 50 rounds with them back to back to back to back?
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot of fun. That was Luke and I yesterday at the Warren event. You missed out.
I did.
I mean, that's more entertaining use 3 minutes and listen to their fucking shit business bitches. Find excuses why they need money. Or trying to convince me that I need to be doing something that they think I should be doing. But yeah, it's kind of interesting, like the personal dynamics at the top. People are always asking for things. I try not to ask for anything because asking for things is very rude. And I don't think people even realize that they're asking for things. They'll call me twice, I won't answer. Call me when you can. To me, that's a request. Why? Sorry. Calls give me anxiety. I don't like phone calls. You message me, and I'll read it, and I'll decide if I want to reply on my time frame. And if it's really that important, you can voice note me, and I'll listen if I decide. And I'll put it on 2x speed, and it'll be less than 30 seconds. You don't get to just call me and decide when I have to pick up my phone. I don't work for you. Like, no one can call me. I don't answer calls, ever. My lawyers can't call me. The judge can't call me. If you call my phone, it's unanswered. Then you have to explain to me what you called about. Like, I tell all my women, if you call me, it's an emergency. If you call me, someone's breaking in the house. If I ever answer the phone to you and it was, oh, hey, how are you? What the fuck? I'm fucking fine. Why are you calling me? Just message me. So I hate calls. Even that's asking something of me. Everyone's trying to get pieces of me, Rob. Everyone's trying to chip away at me, little by little. Everyone wants 5 minutes with me here, 5 minutes with me there.
Is that not the consequence of being in the position you are?
Absolutely it is. And if I wasn't in this position, I would still want to be in this position because you want to be important. And when you're important, this will happen. Yes. But when a woman is like, why are you so mad? I just love you. I just want to see you. To her, it's like, I love this man. I just want to see him. What's his problem? And to me, it's like, stop demanding my attention and time. I don't have it. So it's a constant battle in between the two, right? And then she's like, oh, but you don't have attention and time for me, but you have attention and time for... And then the list comes. It's like, yeah, correct. Because I have attention and time for all those things, because that made me into the man who you want attention and time from. And one of the benefits of being that man is also, I get the attention and time from her and her and her and her. I'm sorry. Look, I'm out here doing my best.
I love how you paused for a second, bro. Hold on, go back.
I get the attention and time from her and her and her and her. I'm sorry. And one of the benefits of being that man is also, I get the attention and time from her and her and her and her. I'm sorry. Look, I'm out here doing my best. I'm human. So it's kind of weird when you're truly at the tip.
He's not lying, though. He ain't lying one bit. People... See, it's the thing, bro. A lot of these females, especially mostly the ones on social media, say they want somebody like Andrew Tate. They want somebody who makes millions of dollars, who's rich, who has status. But that comes with a minimal amount of time spent with them because they have to spend most of their time maintaining that millions of dollars and that status. And they just don't understand that.
Tip top of life. Everyone's semi-mad at you all the time. It's kind of interesting. Everyone's semi-disappointed or upset with you because you're not doing exactly what they want you to do. Everybody. And it's weird. You have all these people who are semi-mad at you who, in one way or another, you're working with or supporting or paying for. And you're just at the top of this pyramid and everyone's complaining and spending your cash. You're just thinking, like, what the fuck is going on? How did I end up here?
But you love it.
I wouldn't say I love it. I think it's the masculine imperative to become as important as possible, isn't it? I mean, isn't that what built the whole world? We're all trying to become as important as possible and do the most amazing things we've ever done. And that's what built the planet. The female imperative is different. I think the female imperative is more inward looking. I want to be happy. It's all about me. The masculine imperative is I have to go and prove myself to the world. Women don't really think that way. That's why men build everything and women sit around and just ask stuff. I mean, this is a cost of success. I'm not complaining in any regard. It's just the way it goes. The more influential you become and the more financially affluent you become, and the more important you become, more people are going to be trying to get some of your time, some of your energy, some of your money. This is the exchange. It's dynamic. It's how it works.
Yeah, because on the upside, you get doors opened upwards, don't you? You get doors opened sideways. You get in rooms you otherwise wouldn't have got into.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's just how it all works, right? I mean, since I've been in Dubai, I've been here nearly a month and a half now, I will say, I have not had a single day off. It's been 9 a.m. till around 11 p.m. every single day for a month and a half straight.
But I don't think you'd want it any other way, would you?
Well, this is
what the fuck are you going to do on a day off?
Well, the thing is,
you're going to cause a lot of shit.
Well, the thing is, it's not just about what would I do on the day off. For me, it's more, I can't take the L. I can't take the anxiety of not doing things that must be done. That's just how I am. That's why I'm successful. I can't have unread emails. Some people can have unread emails, and they can just go to sleep. It's flabbergasting to me. I don't know about you, Rob. I cannot go to bed.
OCD.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm the same. If there's a meeting, and it's 99% bullshit, 99% a waste of my time, but 1% it's not, I have to go. Because that's the only way I can scratch the itch. Otherwise, skipping the meeting, I don't actually get to gain any more time, because I'm spending all that time thinking about that meeting I could have gone to. So I have to do everything.
Yeah.
And you know, everyone says to me, you need to calm down, you need to chill out, you have enough money, or whatever, or you need to take care of yourself, you need to relax. But the people who can do those things don't ever end up in this position. You know this better than me. Winners are all the same.
Dude, that is a fact. That is a fact. People be telling you need to chill out. Meanwhile, they're still in the slums not doing shit. Can't make it up. They always be telling you what you need to do, but they're not doing that. What it is that they're telling you that you need to do. And then wonder why everybody be looking at them stupid whenever they start talking. But yeah, man, we're going to move on to the last topic of today, I don't know why I said tonight. Myron Gaines.
And what they are doing to me
Talks about Tate getting charged in the UK. Interesting. Let's get into it, man.
It's the same thing they tried to do to Trump, and it's the same.
He said, I always tell my girls I got hoes so they don't feel special. I'm too much of a warrior to be tamed. Oh yeah. They be, boy. You gotta keep them on their toes. Gotta keep them on their toes. It's a fact.
Same thing they're going to do to every single one of you. Their intention is to attach heinous allegations to my name so that people talk about the allegations instead of my ideas.
I've told you guys before that this whole thing is a fucking charade. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. The people that have a voice that are telling the truth about shit, the people to
Trump, trial by media, endless allegations, some victim who he doesn't even remember the name and face of. And now the UK government is trying to silence me. They're accusing me of crimes which happened 15 years ago. They're not even telling me against who. 15 years ago you did something wrong. To who? We can't tell you. This is a setup. This is a political witch hunt, which is why the members of parliament are openly calling for my decimation. Where is my chance of a fair trial when members of parliament are saying I deserve to go to jail without even seeing the evidence which has been put in front of a judge? This is a setup head to toe. And what they are doing to me is the same thing they tried to do to Trump, and it's the same thing they're going to do to every single one of you. Do not forget, they tried to put a bullet in Trump's head. And now...
Like 2 or 3 times they tried, bro. Because they couldn't lock him up, so then they moved on to trying to kill him. And it's wild, bro. Like, that right there, if that does not show you what type of world that we live in today, then you are blind and you deserve to have all the bad things happen to you. Because that shit, I'll never forget. When he was in Butler, Pennsylvania, I got a call. Dude, did you see what happened to Trump? I said, what? He just got shot at. I was like, what the fuck? That's the world that we live in today, bro. Where somebody don't like what you're saying, they can kill you for it. It's crazy.
They want me gone. What they are doing to me is coming to every single man who wants to protect the sanctity of his child's mind. If you don't want your kids learning propaganda in school, they will destroy you. What they're doing to me is the same thing they will do to every single man who refuses to take a vaccine because Pfizer wants to make money, even if it gives you What they're doing to me, they will do to you. What they're doing to me is the same thing they will do to every single man who feels a patriotic love for his homeland. The homeland his ancestors built, fought, and died for. What they're doing to me, they're going to do to you too. They may kill me first, but they're going to kill all of us. When I decided to take on this fight against the Matrix, I understood the size and scope of the enemy. I knew exactly what they were going to try and do, and I called them out publicly, repeatedly, in advance, because their playbook is transparent. What they're trying to do to me is to silence me. They want me to disappear from the internet because I am afraid. But the problem that they have is that I can operate from a realm of fear. My entire life has been a fight. Since the second I was born, I was fighting against poverty, before fighting in the ring, and now I am fighting the Matrix. I've never known peace. I've never had peace of mind. I've never known anything other than struggle. This is who I am. And when I was fighting the Romanian judicial system, which is questionable at best, I walked into court with my head held high. I did not run. I did not hide. I could have disappeared. I didn't do any of it. I walked in there against a questionable judicial system, fought them, and won. And I will
A corrupt judicial system.
do the same against any judicial system that wants to bring charges against me. I will go to court. I will face the allegations, and I will suffer throughout the process, irregardless of how stitched up, how rigged, how set up it is, because I'm not afraid of jail, because everybody knows this is a lie. The British government is saying I hurt someone 15 years ago, but they won't tell me who. Every single man watching this and every single woman watching this who has sons or a husband, imagine they said to you or your husband, 15 years ago you hurt somebody. Who? Won't tell you who. How can you defend yourself? At the same...
You hurt somebody 15 years ago, but we can't tell you who you hurt. But just know that you're going to have to do time in prison for this somebody that you hurt that we can't tell you about. Make that make sense, bro.
At the same time, the media is saying you're a bad person and belongs in jail. At the same time, members of parliament say you belong in jail. Nobody even knows who this person is, if they exist at all. I've been through this for 4 years so far. 4 years of jail, house arrest, endless media slander. I've never even had a trial. My criminal record is still completely empty. I have never yet had a trial.
And not only that, this is shit that they brought up. Like I said before, they already took his laptop and tried to charge him with this thing, by the way, guys. That's why I'm like, what the fuck is this, man?
Their intention is not.
He can't catch a break, bro, because he is a very massive influencer. He has influence over the mass youth, and they do not like that. And he's teaching them that they need to be masculine male men. The men need to be men, and the women need to be women. And they don't like that because it goes against what they're trying to push. And it's like, dude, get out of here with that shit.
To bring evidence in front of a judge. Their intention is to attach heinous allegations to my name so that people talk about the allegations instead of my ideas. They don't want people to say Andrew Tate says smart things. They don't want big companies to use Andrew Tate to push their products to children. They don't want me to affect political campaigns. They don't want me to help Trump or help Farage or help anyone else. They want to say, you can't use him, even though he's a massive cultural force, because we've accused him of something. This is a setup. And I'm telling the world that I am not afraid, that I will go to court. And irregardless of the outcome, because I'm not afraid of the stitch up, irregardless, God knows the truth of my heart. And all of the men who are watching this, who believe it will not happen to you.
He said, this who the monkeys should be fighting for, not Diddy. They don't like him. The monkeys say fuck Tate too. For no reason. For no reason, bro. But you know they will. They're going to say, oh, he's not black. Even though his dad was black. The thought process of certain people is just very not understandable, if that makes sense.
If you let them kill me, and you let them kill Trump, and you let them kill everyone else who stands up for what they believe in. If you believe these liars, if you believe these optimistic women who have been told money to lie, they're going to
They believe all women. We are in a believe all women. Literally in a believe all women like spiral. Okay. Literally in a believe all women like spiral. My friends. Okay. It really is, man. It is a bunch of bullshit, my friends. That this whole thing is a fucking charade. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. That this whole thing is a fucking charade. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. Your ability to speak freely is 100% contingent upon your influence. Your ability to speak freely is 100% contingent upon your influence. And you're able to get people to say, damn, this nigga's right. If you have a voice and you're able to get people to say, damn, this nigga's right. That's when it sounds you. That's why they demonetize me. That's why they ban Nick. That's why they ban Tate. That's why they ban Sneeko. Anyone that's spitting real shit.
That's why Alex Jones been banned.
That has an audience, right? They're going to censor you and get rid of you. That's just how it goes. Censor you and get rid of you. That's just how it goes. If you're a retard like FaZe Clan, for example. If you're a retard like FaZe Clan, you're not talking about any real shit, right?
Hell no, he did not just say FaZe Clan, bro. Hold up.
Right? That has an audience. That has an audience. They're going to censor you and get rid of you. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. If you're a retard like FaZe Clan, for example, you're not talking about any real shit. You're not talking about any real shit. You're talking about a bunch of retarded content. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. You're not influencing. You're not influencing. You're just being a moron. You're just being a moron. Degenerative retard. Now you guys make money. Now you guys understand how the world works. Helping you guys understand how women really fucking think. Meanwhile, instead of bringing these wars on and talking about you and shit like that, like Sophie Rain or whatever. You're safe. You're safe. They don't have to worry about you. You're not doing anything. Right? When you start talking about real shit. Right?
Or when you get goofballs like Logan Paul talking about some bullshit.
Like us, or Russell Brand, or Tate, or Sneeko, or Nick Fuentes, whatever. Yes, you're going to get censored. Alex Jones, you're going to get censored. Okay? You can't say real shit while having a platform. It is what it is. That's what happens. They're going to censor you to some degree. Whether it's us getting demonetized on YouTube while getting banned on Meta, or it's Tate getting banned everywhere, or it's Nick Fuentes getting banned everywhere, or it's Sneeko getting banned off YouTube, or it's Alex Jones getting banned off everywhere, right? Russell Brand getting bullshit charges on him as well, right? 10 years after the fact in the UK as well. Steven Crowder getting, censored on YouTube, demonetized. Dan Bongino getting banned. Anyone that has anything with any type of realness to say, right? They're going to censor you. That's what it comes down to. And
that's fucking crazy when you think about it, bro. That's fucking crazy. They don't like what you're saying, so they can take your voice away. Y'all hear this? We don't like what you say, so we're going to take your voice away so you can't say it. Even though we don't own your voice, we're still going to take it away. That right there is crazy. That's the world that we live in today. That's the society that we're in. I remember back in the day, we didn't give a fuck what you said. Now you can't say gay without being offensive. You can't call somebody a faggot without being offensive. Can't somebody call somebody a queer without being offensive. Like, those were like angry slurs we would use at each other. When like somebody cut you off the road, you fucking faggot, watch where the fuck you driving. Or somebody getting roasted in school, you fucking faggot, you got the Justin Bieber haircut. Like, these were things that we said to each other and nobody gave a fuck about it. But now you can't even say that shit without being offended. Boy, you can't go to a job nowadays and say that shit without the wrong person hearing that, and your ass get fired. That's the world that we live in today.
The more potent your voice, the harder they will work to censor you. That's how it goes. That's why when they banned Andrew, right? Look, see him beside attack me already. That's why when they banned Andrew, guys, right? They didn't just ban him off YouTube. They banned him off Instagram. They banned him off Facebook. They banned him off YouTube. They banned him off X. They banned him on everything like same week. I remember it.
Bro, they banned him off of Uber, off of Uber Eats. They banned his emails. They banned him on everything. Dating platform, dating apps, banks. Everything banned him, bro. Everything.
It was August of 20.
Which goes to show you all these different platforms, all these different companies. Guess what? They're all controlled by the same group of people. BlackRock. I think that's what they're called.
2022. I remember when all this happened. That's what it is. That's where we are now. Right? We are in a information war, quite frankly. We truly are in an info war. Al Jones talked about this a minute ago. We truly are in an info war. And the problem is that the mainstream media, these regular talking heads at CNN and Fox or whatever, y'all don't respect them anymore. You guys don't trust them anymore. Rightfully so. Because they told you to fucking stay in your house for 2 to 3 years. Destroy your business. Right? Destroy your career. Get this fucking jab. If you don't, you're going to be cooked. Then all of a sudden, now it's like evaporated. Nobody cares about the jab anymore, do they? They don't. But literally, 5 years ago, if you didn't stay in your house, you could have went to jail. Your business got destroyed. If you criticize the fucking COVID situation, you can get banned off of YouTube. You can lose your social media profile. You can lose your entire livelihood. That's why I said, the people...
Which goes to show you that the whole COVID thing was staged and fake. COVID was just a fucking sinus infection, bro. It was a cold. COVID was just a cold. It wasn't like the fucking bubonic plague or whatever that they claimed that it was like. It was just a cold. Maybe it had a little bit more strength than your average cold. But that's all it was.
Right? That have a voice that are telling the truth about shit, they always get censored. You think any of these retarded ass streamer niggas were talking about COVID? Or about the boys? Or about all the other bullshit that was going on? No, of course not. Of course not. They want to keep you stupid. This is why they push FaZe Clan. Retarded niggas. They push that. You want to know why? Because it keeps you stupid. Keeps you hopped up on dopamine. Keeps you entertained.
Why do you think Kai Cenat, fucking iShowSpeed, Aiden Ross, they're all the biggest streamers because they make bullshit content. They make bullshit content that helps nobody.
While you're entertained, guess what? You don't see the fucking Coliseum burning behind you. You don't see the country going up in flames. You don't see the fact that our country is being controlled by a fifth column called fucking Israel. You don't see the fact that kids are dying every single day, getting blown up, and
give me a minute, y'all. My dog is over here acting a fool. You gotta love it.
they're using our tax dollars and our image to do it. You don't see the fact that we're literally in the middle of a potential World War fucking III. That we have escalations with Iran, and we might get into war with them, and the Israelis are trying to push Trump into doing it, even though he doesn't want to do it, and he has all this fucking Zionist money. He doesn't want to do it, but they're trying to fucking shove him in there. Israel's trying to plan strikes against Iran. Trump is talking to Netanyahu trying to fucking tell him, don't do it, don't do it. But they want to do it anyway. The entertainment is best right before the Coliseum burns down. It's how Rome felt, chat. They want to keep you stupid and entertained, in fact, so that you're not strong, smart, and able to fight back. That's what it comes down to. That's the truth. That's why they push out retarded content in the algorithm, and they suppress people telling you the truth. And they figured this out right around COVID time, when everybody was on the internet getting their entertainment, right? And they saw that these people started to rise and get popular. They were speaking about certain things. They're like, whoa, holy shit. People on the side more. They're consuming more social media. These guys right here are problematic. They're saying some shit that's a little bit too hot for us. They're telling these guys about some stuff that we shouldn't be telling them. What did they do? They fucking banned those guys. And that's why we have the current situation that we have now. That's why we got what we got going on now. This censorship regime. Now, thankfully, with Trump in office, it's chilled out a little bit. But
it's been reeled in a little bit. There's still some crazy censorship going on, but it's not nearly like what it was before.
Censorship was at its worst, like 2020, 2021, 2022. Who was in office at the time? Joe Biden. Guys, I remember, if you talk shit about the jab, you would get banned off YouTube.
I remember that too, bro. I remember fucking hearing about curfews and all this other shit. Like if you went out past, I think it was 10 o'clock in my town. If you were out past 10 o'clock at night, you were going to fucking jail. Unless you were what they called an essential worker, which was somebody who worked at like a fucking Walmart or something or whatever. No, bro, I remember that shit. Because that was when Walmart started closing at 11 o'clock. Oh, you think you funny, huh? You got jokes? You got jokes. I got a joke just for you. Yeah, no, I got a joke that's just for you, you fucking queer. Get your faggot ass on somewhere. Get your bitch ass on somewhere. Get your bitch ass on somewhere. You done. time. The joke is called time out, ho. It's called sit in that motherfucking corner and think about what you did. Anyways, man, I gotta go because I got some other things I gotta take care of. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hey, you chill, you little bitch over here talking in the comment sections. You can't talk no more. With that being said, I'm out, man. I'm gonna let Rev take it from here.
Man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do His will. I'm that nigga.
Motherfucker, because it's my world, and every motherfucking thing in it. That including your asshole, too.
Well, if God send the devil in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit, then motherfucker, you fucked up, huh? You fucked up, huh? You know your ass is doomed. What you got to speak? If you don't know shit to speak on this topic I'm bringing up, shut your goddamn ass up.
What do you say, Gerard, you ignorant slut?
I don't think I'm God. I ain't saying I think I believe. I know, and if you study the words, you study my book, you will know I'm me too.
You didn't create the heaven and the earth, baby.
But I did. I'm that motherfucker. You know me, don't you?
Hell no, I don't want you.
You don't know me? That's shame on your goddamn ass then. Shit, I'm the motherfucker. Give a fuck what you believe in. Believe in you some goddamn Ku Klux Klan members, don't you? And house nigga, bitch-made ass, nincome fucking poops, monkey-minded, Afrocentric motherfuckers, you wanna call me and tell me your opinion?